All right, welcome.
What's up, everyone?
So you gonna try to? Nah. You knew I was about to start, and you still wanted to get your saying. Go ahead, brother.
Bro, I always do the intro.
Go ahead.
I always do the intro.
You got it. Go ahead. What's up, S&J? Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Welcome to the S&J Sports Talk page. I'm your host, Stanley. I'm your co-host, Stanley. This is my brother, my co-host, Jonathan. How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm good.
You doing good? Oh, man. We got the NBA playoffs in full effect. We've been watching these playoffs, man. It's already drama happening. It's active. But before we get into these playoff reviews, I want y'all to all hit that thumbs up button. It helps us. Thank you for all those who subscribe. I think in the last week we gained about 5 new subscribers. We're getting comments. People are messaging us. Hey, we about to be on it for these playoffs, and we real excited to be on here with y'all. Jonathan, man, you've been watching the playoffs like I've been watching the playoffs. What right now has been the most exciting playoff series you've tuned into yet?
Definitely the Sacramento Kings and the Golden State Warriors, man.
Ah, it's lovely.
You already know it's been a a tough physical series so far. And it's just a fun series. I mean, you got the Kings first time being in the playoffs 17 years, trying to knock off the defending champs.
Right.
And then Draymond and whatnot. Sabonis got the little issues going on and whatnot. So It's just been a cool situation and whatnot.
Yeah. Hey, as a Sacramento fan, as a Sacramento native, I should say, I'm proud of the Sacramento Kings. Mm-hmm. Man, they representing that team. Everyone was like the first game because they've played 2 games now. They won both of them. Sacramento did. Man, the first game, everybody's like, I don't even think the Kings is ready for this. Mm-hmm. The Warriors lucked up and got the Kings over Denver or Memphis.
Yeah, but you can
Kings
feel
don't look like no joke.
Mm-hmm.
The Kings look so young, and when you're watching them play, there's so much energy on their team. Their team's just running like you see the Warriors and the Kings pretty much modeled themselves after the Warriors, like the way they play, the pace of play. It just seems the Kings are a younger version of it.
Yeah.
And it seems like the Warriors are a little slower. It's like we're a little slower. They're gonna have to slow the game down somehow and start playing these half court sets.
You're gonna have to control the pace of the game.
Control the pace, But it is definitely exciting, man. I was proud of the Kings getting the first 2 games. I didn't think they were winning both of the first 2. I thought they were going to get 1 of the first 2.
I thought they'd win the first 2.
Okay.
Golden State would go back and win 2.
Okay.
The Kings would come back and win 1.
So you had them winning the first 2.
I had them win the first 2. I had Golden State winning these next 2 games. I had them winning game 3 and 4. All right. The Kings would go back home for game 5.
Game 5 would be a tough one.
They'll win that one. All right. And then I have Golden State winning at home too. And then I have game 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Game 7 you have who?
I have the Golden State Warriors.
In Golden 1.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I got Golden State.
There you have it. Hey, I like that. This brother sticks with his predictions.
Hey,
He's not swaying one way or another. And right now you on pace because you had the Kings winning the first 2. Now Draymond Green got suspended recently for game 3.
Game 3
Do you still have game 3 to the Warriors?
Game 3 is going to be tough, but I do got to go with game 3 because at this point it's like, alrighty, game 1, you come out, you have a game plan. It's either going to work or you need to make some adjustments or whatnot. Game 2, you make adjustments too, but game 3 is really where you find out the most about your team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially you're going back home and whatnot. It's going to be tough without Draymond, but I think Curry can pull it off. Curry and Clay can go ahead and do this thing. And Andrew Wiggins but Jordan Poole is gonna have to step up. I'm gonna say that right now, man. Jordan Poole, he can't have no more 4 points and then be laughing over there on the bench and whatnot.
Yeah.
If they want to win, he's gonna have to step up. Gary Payton, the second, he's been playing pretty good. He's been playing solid. He gets in there, he does his thing. Andrew Wiggins also been playing nice. But trust me when I say, man, if Jordan Poole can step up, the Warriors will be all right, and then Kevon Looney, he's got to stay out of foul trouble too. But that'd be it.
Yeah.
If the Warriors can do those things, they'll win game 3.
Yeah,
even
man.
without
the Kings got
Draymond.
5 guys. I'm watching the way they run the court. They run the lanes so nice.
Mm-hmm.
They'll run 4 lanes. Mm-hmm. They'll run 4 lanes on the fast break. Like, it's crazy watching how they're spreading the court and playing. Like, for those of us who study basketball and understand basketball, it's crazy how the Kings are playing.
Right.
And shout out to Mike Brown. I mean,
Mike Brown,
he won Coach of the Year, right?
Coach of the Year.
He won Coach of the Year.
Shout out to De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox,
Clutch Player of the Year.
The first ever Clutch Player of the Year award went to De'Aaron Fox. Sacramento's on the maps, brother. Two All-Stars, all of that. My only thing to Sacramento is stay humble. Y'all just showed up back to the arena. Y'all just showed up back to the dinner table. Don't reach for don't
reach for that steak.
Yeah, y'all's going for the main dish. Like when y'all first got back, like y'all desperate for like, man, we ain't been here for a minute. Like we need to be here. We need to eat the best. No, calm down, play hard, have fun. The way I look at that series is it's a challenge for the Warriors. It's fun for the Kings. The Kings are having fun. This is like no one's experienced this before in Sacramento. This is even funner than when the Kings were playing Kobe and the Lakers. This is even funner because of how long the wait has been.
It's a new challenge for
because of how long. But for the Warriors, this is just a new challenge. Okay, we're going against our old assistant coach. He knows all of our plays. We know we have the better players on our team. We have the superstars on our team.
It ain't even about...
But as a team, how can we make this thing work?
Yeah, and let me say this real quick. It ain't even about Mike Brown knowing the whole system. Everybody knows what the Warriors does. They've been doing the same thing for almost... the last 8 years or whatnot, right?
Okay.
So it ain't about Mike Brown or the system or whatnot, but he definitely Mike Brown, from what I heard, he focused on the defense for the Golden State Warriors, right? Mm-hmm. So when he left, the Warriors lost that, right? And they've been a bad defensive team all year, right?
Right.
The Kings, the Kings have been solid this year too, but Mike Brown definitely does know how. You might be right. He knows their weaknesses, right? But the Kings are on defense, man. I'm talking off the screens or whatnot. They're doubling Steph.
Out of Curry's hands.
They're stealing the ball out of Curry's hands.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, how they just steal it from Curry? I've never seen Curry.
They're making Steph Curry airball the threes, man. Like, it's crazy.
Curry has not gone off yet this series. He's
Curry
had 2 games.
And Clay.
Curry and Clay,
yeah.
They've hit good threes.
And Jordan Poole's had 2 bad games, too.
But as far as, like, that Warriors go off that we know, where it's like game over. Mm-hmm. Game over. Like, you're not stopping them. They haven't done it yet. And
that's why them going back home, man.
But honestly, though, if the Kings take game 3, the Warriors could get swept.
Obviously they could get swept.
If they lose game 3.
But with Draymond coming back game 4, I think they got a shot, man. It's like, even if the Kings go up 3-0, with Draymond coming back, you cannot sleep on the Warriors. Mm-hmm. They'll come back. They could come back 3-0, man.
Because the Warriors are the champs until they get knocked down.
You got to knock them off.
I'm talking about knocked down, knock out. You can knock them down. Right now, they got knocked down. They dropped these first 2, and they're like, whoa, these Kings. Okay, we gotta. Okay, who's De'Aaron Fox again? Like, they really having to study him, but they not finna mess with the champs until they beat them. Right. You know what I'm saying? You not. Don't be celebrating.
We don't know if
you can light that beam all you want and bring all the celebrities to the game, but if you don't beat the champs, you don't beat them. The Warriors, this ain't nothing. They're like, oh, this is kind of new being down 0-2, but they're veterans. They don't even seem phased out there.
You're right about that.
So Curry, loud and they just chilling.
You're right about that. Curry and Clay, even after game 2, they're not phased or whatnot. It's like they've already seen the situation before. So
right. So this would be a great series. It's actually a very exciting series. Another series out west that I want to get into is the Clippers versus the Phoenix Suns. Ooh. That is the 2 and the that is the I said
the 4 and the 5th seed.
4 and the 5 seed. That's the 4 and the 5. Phoenix was the 4. Clippers are the 5. No Paul George for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook got the W for them in game 1. And in game 2, the Phoenix Suns. What I saw with the Phoenix Suns in game 2 was the Clippers kept trying to double Kevin Durant. And every time he would just wait. If you double him, he's swinging it, and either Booker or Chris Paul's open, and they're hitting their shots. And if they're hitting their shots, you can't double Durant then. And if you don't double Durant, who's going to guard him?
Right.
Because the only person I've seen that's been able to guard him is Kawhi. He's the only one giving him some type of difficulty.
And you don't want him being tired on offense, for the whole game.
He's the only one I'm seeing really guarding Durant, doing, anything worthy. Yeah. But the Clippers did get 1 game in Phoenix.
They got 1 game.
They got 1 game.
Here's the key for the Clippers, right? Is Westbrook can be solid. Like, I know for game 1 he went 3 for 19, but he's still having good games in terms of rebounds.
He's the most aggressive person on the court.
Yeah, he's the most aggressive person on the court.
That's what happens.
But eventually you are gonna have to do that stuff and score, right? Like, instead of going 3 for 19, if he goes like maybe 7 or 8 for 19 or whatnot, that'll still help Kawhi Leonard out and whatnot. The other role players will do their thing and whatnot. And I think that's enough to win. Because even in game 2, they only lost by like a few points. They lost by like 5-10 points or whatnot, right? So
I think towards the end it got a little farther.
But if Westbrook could add like 10 points to his resume or to his game and whatnot, and the Clippers they're gonna have to find a way to. I mean, the Suns have a lot of good players on their team,
right.
So doubling Kevin Durant may not be the best idea, but we'll see.
And you can't go shot for shot with Phoenix.
Yeah, because
you can't outshoot them
without Paul George.
And that's what I was seeing. I was seeing like Phoenix would come down, score 3. Clippers would come down, get a 2. Phoenix would go back down, get an and 1. Clippers would come back down, get a 2. And it's like you can't do that with Phoenix because they just hitting. I mean, Booker and Durant together.
They don't hit their shots, man.
But however, I will say Phoenix don't look dominant yet. And I'm watching them play, and you can tell they haven't played together with each other long. So that natural flow that a team has when they've been together, like Golden State has, Phoenix just doesn't have it, and that could hurt them. So I think that series is going 6 or 7 games at least.
Yeah,
I think it's going 6 or 7.
I got the Clippers in 6.
I wish Paul George was playing because when I was watching tonight, when I was watching that game 2 tonight, I'm saying if Paul George was on the court, this would work. But it don't work when you try to double him and all you have is Westbrook, Kawhi.
And then you got Kawhi getting double.
And then you got Eric Gordon. He can't guard Durant. They kept switching Gordon onto Durant. So real quick, what's your take as far as the end of that series? Who wins it?
I got the Clippers winning.
Got the Clippers.
And I know I said 6 earlier. This one could go to 7 though. I'm not gonna lie because without Paul George, if they had Paul George, I would confidently say 6. Right, I just don't see the Suns coming out of the first round. They're not playing like they've been together, or they're not playing cohesively. Really right now.
Right, that's trying to figure some things out.
Yeah, and I think them going up against a good coach. Monty Williams is a good coach too, but Tyronn Lue, I think they'll figure something out and they'll pull it off. Game 6 or 7.
The logic is telling me Phoenix will win. They got the better players on the team on the court right now, but something about watching the Clippers, man, and Kawhi, as efficient as he is, Westbrook putting together some great games. Like, if he puts together some great games, his aggression, they got a chance, man. I personally would like to see Westbrook and the Clippers move forward before I see Phoenix move forward, honestly. That's just me, you know. No hate towards Phoenix, just I like the Clippers. I like Kawhi Leonard. I like Russell Westbrook, Paul George, all of them are from LA County, LA area. So it'd be nice for them to get that win, for LA this season. I think their home court's going to be wild. So
LA's always wild.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next series that's going on in the West. Anything else on that series, brother?
No.
Well, the next series that's going on is the 3 and the 6. And there we have the Los Angeles Lakers against the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant is not out for the whole city.
Real quick, they're the 2 and the 8.
What did I say? 3 and 6?
Yeah, you said 3 and 6.
Shoot, I'm on this next
3 and 6 is the Sacramento Kings.
It's late night, y'all. We giving y'all a late night report over here. Like, man. So 2 and 7.
2 and 7.
Memphis is 2. 7
is the Lakers. Yeah.
You know what threw me off? The whole playing thing, because they do
that's
1
what threw
through
me
6,
off too,
and then they do 7 through 10. So that was throwing me off with who's playing who.
Yeah, that threw me off too.
Memphis is 2, but they dropped the first game. Lakers won. Lakers looked dominant too. Lakers was like, and that's what they always say about LeBron in playoff mode is he knows how to control the whole pace of the game. LeBron was playing mind tricks on Memphis the moment he knew they were playing him. Did you see the interview where he's breaking down their whole team and telling how each one plays? And like that right there, I guarantee you the Memphis Grizzlies players saw that video and they're like, this dude's a basketball genius. he knows he's actually been watching, like he's naming the players and saying, like it's nothing. We all remember a few years ago when he retraced like 12 plays that happened in a row. Remember that? He's like, this happened, then Dellavedova got the turnover, then we came down, he hit the 3.
I remember that.
And everyone was like, whoa.
They were like,
the game on another level. Like, you got a computer chip in your brain? What happened? So, what's your thoughts on that game? Ja Morant got injured in game 1.
Yeah, so his status is still up in the air, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be... they're not very optimistic that he'll be out, that'll be in for game 2 or whatnot. This is gonna be a tough one, man. Because if Memphis, you leave him out for game 2.
I would leave him out if he's not 100%.
This one's gonna be a tough one though. If the Lakers, I'll say this, man. If the Lakers go up 2-0, I definitely have them win the series. Probably I can see them winning in Game 6. Game 6, I don't even see that going in Game 7. But like I said, with Ja Morant's status up in the air,
it's a wrap.
With no Ja Morant, they might win in 5 games. I get Dylan Brooks and Aaron Bain. They'll get them 1 game.
Not the way LeBron played. LeBron walking over to the coach. When the coach called Brooks over, LeBron walking over.
I remember
LeBron's
that.
Like, well, I know how you play, Brooks. I played with guys with you back in Akron. Like Brooks was doing all that wild talking, and then when it came game time, LeBron walking right up to you with your
Memphis
coach.
Better watch it though.
LeBron away.
No, Memphis better watch it though. They get swept. They get swept. They get swept right now.
This be one of their most disappointing seasons.
This would be one of their most
disappointing seasons if they lose.
Now look, with Ja Morant, if Ja Morant before the series with Ja Morant, everyone fully healthy and whatnot, I have the Grizzlies winning. But now the tides have turned.
Yeah, so, and Ja Morant, he's dealing with a lot right now with the court cases. I saw the 17-year-old kid who I guess accused Ja Morant of, what did he accuse him of?
Hitting him or something.
Beating him up or whatever.
Yeah.
Man, these situations. I saw him doing an interview talking about the situation, and it's just like, bro, like what's happening out here? What's happening out here? It's like people are getting sued. Gun violence is just like insane. People are definitely more tense right now and stressed right now. So it just seems like Ja Morant's been playing good, but he hasn't been that same dominant since before he got suspended. Honestly,
right.
It seems like he's dealing with other stuff, and mentally he can't be tuned all the way into this game right now. Mm-hmm. Some people are able to play like that. Like Kobe, he would say, "Hey, this is the one place where I can take my mind off of all that and really play." I don't know if Ja Morant's there yet, but I don't got Memphis winning this series.
Yeah,
I saw the way LeBron showed up. LeBron and them are like
Austin Reed.
Austin
Reed, yep. Anthony Davis.
I gotta be.
They're just gonna slow that game
keep
down.
Keep it 100. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Lakers win this series and Kings win their series. You got a Lakers versus Kings rematch, and y'all know those are the two teams that played each other when the big Tim Donaghy.
Don't go there yet with the Kings.
And
I can't go there yet with the Kings.
You can't go there yet.
I can't.
You can't see them being the Warriors yet.
I can't see them being the Warriors yet, man.
They're still alive. You can't take them.
Tell y'all, man.
I feel you on that.
We can't take our foot off the gas.
Either way, Lakers versus Warriors would be nice.
That would still be a nice one too.
LeBron versus the Warriors again. He's like, I see y'all this time in the West. You know,
he's like, I'll make sure y'all don't get to the finals. Like, nah.
Yeah, so that's cool. And then the last series we'll talk about is that one in that 8. You got the Denver Nuggets versus Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota Timberwolves, they just happy to be there. You know, this is their second year in the playoffs straight, and I don't see Minnesota got blown out the first game.
Yeah,
so
they're getting swept.
You know, the really Denver's test is going to be in that next round versus either the Clippers or the Suns.
Yeah,
that's going to be their test.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah. Not Denver just.
Are they going 4-0 on Minnesota, or do you give Minnesota 1?
They can bring out the broom.
My brother said they can bring out the broom and the dust.
I mean, look, you got Rudy Gobert out here hitting his own teammates with all the cameras around. With all the cameras around the timeout. I know it happens with teams or whatnot, but you don't gotta do it right. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the timeout.
Hey, they fought through the play-ins and got to the playoffs.
Karl Anthony Towns. I mean,
I give them a game.
I give them a game.
I think there's a heart on that Minnesota team.
I think they got a heart too, but Denver is just better, man.
They are better. They can't
stop
in
Jokic, Jamal Murray,
Denver's
man.
a tough place to play. I remember last year I flew through Denver. I stayed a couple nights in Denver, and I was having an asthma attack. I was at the hotel having an asthma attack. I went outside to get air. I started having more of an asthma attack because the air up there is so. I don't even know what it is. It's the mountain level. So everyone who goes and plays Denver said they got the biggest home court advantage because you have to adjust to the altitude that you're at in those mountains up there. The air in Denver is
Texas
different.
too, bro.
Texas
too.
But as far as playing in Denver, everyone who flies,
I can't live out there, man.
So Minnesota got beat down game 1. They may lose game 2 also, but I have them getting one of those games back on their home court. I don't see that being a sweep. 4 gentleman's sweep.
But we still got Denver winning. We still got Denver taking care of it.
We still got Denver taking it. So those second round games will be good. What do we need to talk about in the East?
Let's check out the East. Let's check
out. We got Milwaukee and Miami. Miami surprisingly took game 1. Miami's number 8 seed. Milwaukee's number 1. Giannis went down, I think, in the second quarter of game 1.
Lower back injury, so it's gonna be.
I thought he was done. I thought he was
done for the season. Yeah, the way it looked like he went out, but now it seems they're a little optimistic and whatnot.
They gave him a couple shots and said he'll be back.
Yeah, so he'll be back for game 2, right?
I heard he's good to go.
All right, so if he's good to go, honestly, Milwaukee probably keep him out for another game, but nah. If Giannis
they lost one on their home court.
If Giannis is still in this series, I still have Phoenix. If Giannis is playing. Giannis is
healthy.
Chris Middleton is healthy. I don't care who's on Miami. I got Milwaukee in game 6.
I honestly thought Milwaukee should have still been able to win without him.
I thought they should have been able to win too.
The number 1 seed, playing the 8. Your best player go down, and now all is lost.
But Miami ain't no 8 seed though. I mean, I get they're 8 seed, but they got a squad on their team. They got some solid players. You know what I'm saying?
They could have been a little higher, and they got fight in them.
Udonis
Haslam.
Yeah, you got a good coaching staff too. So
me and my brother, we be laughing at Udonis. Laughing with Udonis Haslam. He's the funniest person to watch who does not play. Like he's on the sideline. Miami's over here missing free throws, and he's just on the sideline.
Yeah.
Like he's really like mad. Like he's the passion for the game. You see it. But I'll tell you something, man. You go watch some old highlights of Udonis Haslam. This man's always hurt, always injured, even when he's in the game. I think it's the 06 finals. Dwayne Wade, Shaq, Miami. They're in the finals against. I think they were playing Dallas Mavericks that year. I believe it was Dallas. Man, the reporter's like Udonis Haslam, 3rd-year player out of where is he from? Miami or Florida? Suffering from a right knee sprain. I was like, so he was hurt back in 2006. And like for the last 10 years of his career, he's always been injured. That's why they say he don't be playing. So I'm like, this man just had an injury career. But hey,
he got his rings and whatnot.
Hey, he got his rings.
Yeah.
He got his rings. But he's one of the funniest people to watch, man, on the sidelines. He's the biggest supporter of the team. Like I love seeing that. So shout out to Udonis Haslam. Do you think Miami has a chance in the series?
I don't think they have a chance with Giannis.
With Giannis.
Without Giannis, any team in the East got a chance for Milwaukee without Giannis.
Hey, but when you're looking at a series and you're thinking on a mental level, they got a game.
Yeah, they got a game.
So if they can get another game, you halfway there. Then,
Phoenix won't lose tomorrow.
You gotta win your first game. I'm not saying like the first game of the series, but I'm saying you need to get a win to know that you can beat this team. Like the Warriors right now, they need to just get a win.
Milwaukee better watch out though, because Miami could probably take him in Game 7 though.
And Miami actually plays like a team. They play. There's no superstar one person we put it all on. They play like a team. But Bam Adebayo
I don't know, man. I don't know. Miami, they play like a bunch of players that don't want to play with each other.
Real talk.
The way they play, I was watching the game, man. It was like the plans against Atlanta Hawks, man. They lost to
Atlanta, right?
Yeah, they lost to Atlanta, but it was bad, man. Because they were the 7th seed, they were 8th seed. It was bad. Like Jimmy Butler was just doing his thing. Tyler Hero was just doing his thing. Bam Adebayo was just missing wide open layers. It was like they didn't want to play with. I don't know. It was like some drama was going on with that team, man. So don't be surprised if after the season Miami got some drama, some players leave or whatnot. Because I don't know, it's not working out with them. I don't know if it's the culture. I don't know if it's the coaching staff. I don't know if it's the players, but something's just not right. It's not clicking on Miami.
Hey,
so
you might be seeing something I haven't even tapped into right now. So
that's all I would say.
Let's get to this 2 and 7 in the East. You got the Boston Celtics. They pretty much are taking care of business right now. They're playing the
Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they're playing the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks, they slid their way in the 7th seed, got through the play-ins. But obviously, they're in the middle of they just had a coaching change. They had a culture change. There's a lot of issues going on with Trae Young on that team. I like the Hawks as a team. They lost Kevin Huerter. Sacramento picked him up. I didn't realize how young he was. I didn't realize he was 24. I thought he was way older.
I didn't know that either.
24 now. So when he was with Atlanta,
he's not even
like 21.
He's not even in his prime yet.
Yeah, and he's shooting lights out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually could see that being a sweep, man. Boston is a deep team, and people don't understand how Boston, the way they're built, their players, that's like one of the toughest teams to play.
Right.
The way they're built, all their players are like tall, long, and lanky, and it's like they just know how to play.
Right.
They know how to play together, and they know how to. We kind of all at the beginning of the season. Remember, there was all that stuff going on with their coach, and their coach getting fired, and we're like, are they even gonna be cool? Nah, the team is good. The team is good. Mm-hmm. So that's the 2 and the 7. I think that could be a 4-0.
That could be a 4-0.
I don't think Boston's even tripping about Atlanta.
Yeah, they're not tripping.
DeJounte Murray and John Collins and Trae Young, they're not at that level yet.
Atlanta will get them one game.
You think Atlanta will get one in Atlanta?
They'll get one in Atlanta.
Fans and stuff. Trae Young get a 40-pointer.
Mm-hmm. They'll get one in Atlanta.
We'll see. You got respect for them. I got respect for Minnesota getting one in the game. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. But let's go on to that 3 and the 6. Philly versus the Brooklyn Nets. And you know,
they're taking care of business too.
Brooklyn is funny because Brooklyn is like after all this year, how'd y'all end up here? Y'all still here?
Still in the playoffs, man.
Y'all still here? Shout out to Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving for getting them there. Mm-hmm. They got that franchise in the playoffs, man. So
shout
out to that.
They did. Yeah, this series right here. I almost don't want to say a sweep just because, like, you know, Brooklyn do have some talented players.
It's probably gonna be a sweep.
I think Brooklyn. Nah, I
But
think
Philly slacks off.
That's what I'm saying. Philly. I was watching them game too. They were just lacking off.
They still not slack off.
They barely won that game, so I'm gonna.
They only want to play in the big games.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
They don't want.
James Harden only wants to play the big games. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give Brooklyn 1 though. I'm gonna go and give them 1. They'll get 1 game too. So I guess been going to game 5, but I still got Brooklyn winning. I'm still got Philly winning out there.
You mentioned something the other day we were talking, and I agreed with you. Philly is one of the most boring teams to watch in the NBA. As far as like good teams, when you think of Milwaukee, you know, you want to see Giannis play. You like the way Milwaukee plays. Boston, fun to watch. Don't get me started with the West. The West is all fun to watch. Pretty much 1 through 8 is fun to. Pretty much 1 through 12 is fun to watch in the West. Mm-hmm. But the East, man, Philly is like so. The way they play is so lackadaisical, and I think it's because their best player is a slower center.
A big man, yeah.
He's a big man, so when I say slower, I'm not saying he's slow for a big man. I'm saying he's just slower as far as the way the game is played today. Everyone's fast and everything. Embiid is good. He's probably the MVP this year, and he definitely he won the scoring title. So nothing to sleep on. But watching him play, it's nothing exciting. Like there's no crazy highlights. There's some good moves from Embiid. But other than that, man, I haven't watched one of those games. Not even the highlights. I haven't even tuned in. What highlights? What highlights?
Yeah, so you got Philly and you said sweep.
A sweep.
You said a sweep.
I don't even think Brooklyn thinks they're supposed to be there. Let's get to this 4 and this 5.
Like Mikal Bridges. I like Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
Cam Johnson. Nah, but we'll see.
Not a fan. But
let's go ahead.
I just kind of had something against Brooklyn Nets in general, the way they did my man Kyrie. So as far as I care, they can get swept.
Now you know how I feel about Boston, but that's a different.
What you don't like about Boston?
I don't like the way they handle the Ime Udoka situation.
Nah, you don't like the way Malika handled that Ime Udoka situation.
Both of them,
Malika
man.
Andrews, I've been doing some studying on Malika Andrews.
Oh boy, don't
Where
even
did this
get me
woman come from? Where did Malika come from? You know how people work their way up in the ranks? This woman didn't work nothing. She
didn't work for nothing.
I don't know where Malika came from. Like, she's only
look
28, and she's debating NBA players on TV as if she played in the NBA.
Let me tell y'all, man. That's a whole different episode. That's a whole different episode.
We need to do an episode, brother, on the sports commentators and news reporters.
We can. We
need to do one on all of them and talking about all the drama and nonsense and just kind of breaking down who people are. Because these people are getting on national television talking as if they've done something. I'm like, Malika, why are you arguing with an NBA champion on live TV? As if this person don't know more basketball than you ever will. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, Malika.
You can't just look pretty all day.
Yeah.
People think she's so pretty and whatnot, and it's more than the physical. But like, I guess ESPN knows, like, hey, she's pretty. People won't even care what she says, and she be saying some crazy stuff about people.
Some crazy stuff.
People be dying, and she be bringing up they allegations that got dropped.
They didn't even get They didn't even get proven guilty, guys.
I guess Malika's just some perfect little pretty lady. Like, she ain't never done no wrong that needs to get brought up. I don't know what's wrong.
There's some problems with her.
You know, and I wasn't a fan of Rachel. I wasn't against Rachel Nichols. She said some stuff that I thought was disrespectful during that whole Black Lives Matter and George Floyd incident. I thought that was kind of disrespectful of her. But as far as basketball goes, Rachel Nichols did know basketball. When she was talking basketball, you weren't like, "What's this woman talking about?" Like, she obviously
knew what she was talking about, and she wasn't about to go back and forth.
She wasn't arguing with.
She wasn't about to go
show and stuff. Yeah,
back and forth with Matt Barnes or Kendrick Perkins
Malika
about
really
you're wrong.
Out her opinion, and then I heard something happen with her and Jalen Rose. She was talking about Jalen Rose was trying to touch her.
It was a false allegation. That's what it was,
bro. These you gotta watch them.
That's what it was.
You gotta watch them. Now, I did find out. That's another episode, like you said. Let's get to this 4 and 5 in the East.
What did you find out?
That's another episode. We're gonna do a sports commentator episode.
Spill the tea.
Spill the tea. Nah, I'm sipping my orange juice, brother.
Got my water right here. But now let's go ahead and catch it.
Because you always say
let's go ahead and get to this 4 and 5 seed.
Orange juice, you get your mind right.
Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get to the 4 and 5 seed
in the East.
I don't know why my brother keep liking to bring up Malika Andrews, but we'll go ahead and get to the 4 and 5 seed real quick. Cleveland Cavaliers versus the New York Knicks.
Probably the funnest series right now in the East. Name another series funner than that one in the East.
That's the funnest series right now in the East.
Split 1-1.
Because we got Donovan Mitchell.
Punked them the first game.
Donovan Mitchell, he's been balling out. And New York, I like Jalen Brunson, man. Julius Randle. they're funny. But
I haven't been a fan of Jalen Brunson. I thought he was so overrated.
Like him?
He had a good series in Dallas, and then when he came to New York, people were just raving about him, and I kind of thought he was still overrated.
I think he's underrated, man.
But when
he's a good point guard.
When I'm watching him play, he's consistent.
Dallas should have gave him his money.
He has more to prove for me.
No, Dallas should have gave him his money. He's an up and coming star, and he was Dallas. They let him go. They let him go. Trust me,
he's the man in the biggest NBA market. I believe New York is still the biggest market in the NBA.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So he's the man over there. Randle. I've always been a fan of Randle. I didn't think he fit in with the Lakers' culture. The Lakers, their culture and style of play was different. Like, he needed to be with a Tom Thibodeau over there. Like, I'm talking about defensive, down and dirty, rugged. So, I actually, with that series, I got that series going 7.
7?
And I don't know who's going to win the 7th game, because the 7th game would be in Cleveland, not New York. That's a very interesting. They're going back to New York right now. It's 1-1.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell is the best, in my opinion. He's the best player on the court.
Yeah, he's the best player on the court.
So
I would agree.
I'm like, he's going to have some breakout games. But sometimes when I'm watching Cleveland, when the other players don't show up, it's like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, it's Mobley.
Garland, I like Garland. But
yeah,
you need more.
They got to show up, man.
Yeah, you need more.
Literally
in New York,
game
they
1.
all play down and dirty. They all play rugged. You know, they all going to defend. Coach Thibodeau.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't know who's going to win this series. I feel like right now, if I had to give it to one team, it'd probably be New York. I'm not going to lie. Probably be New York.
And, you know, I want Donovan Mitchell to show up because, I mean, you know, he got out of Utah. I want him to really prove. He's already proven himself. He got Cleveland to the playoffs. No one saw that. Like, even when he went there, people were like, okay, they're going to be all right. But they actually was a good team with him. So that's a fun series to watch.
Yeah.
Not much to say about it yet.
Yeah, not really
all
much.
The drama is really in the West right now.
The West.
The Lakers in Memphis, the Kings and the Warriors, man. The whole NBA is excited. And shout out to the Sacramento Kings fans just for being so, everyone keeps using the word electric. And I know a lot of people who right now, they're in Sacramento downtown, driving for Uber, they're going to the games, they're picking up people for Lyft, and they're just talking about how electric it is all throughout downtown. They're like, people are just showing up to the arena just to be outside the arena. You know, people are just bar hopping, go to the arenas, watch the game. Like, people are just all out in the city. So it's real fun, and it's also fun to play to a team that's so close, like an hour and a half away.
Yeah, they're not even getting on no planes. It's
not
like
even
crazy.
getting on no planes. They'd rather just drive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's, those are the reviews right now.
Those are our predictions for round 1, the NBA playoffs.
The next round of games is going to be game 2. There's some more game 2s and then some game 3s. But
this weekend we'll start seeing some eliminations and whatnot.
We will start seeing some eliminations by this weekend. Definitely with that Miami Heat, not Miami Heat, but Atlanta Hawks to Boston. Maybe Minnesota might be eliminated by
Philly.
This weekend.
Yeah.
But we're going to have some great games with Golden State and Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Anything else we need to cover?
Man, that is
it.
Obviously, y'all let us know your predictions as always.
Let us know y'all's prediction. Let us know where we're wrong. Let us know, what y'all think we're wrong on.
Where Stelling's wrong at.
Where I'm wrong at. My brother tried to play me.
But definitely let us know your thoughts in the comments and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Love to hear from y'all.
Yep, definitely. And
anything else?
That's
S&J Sports Talk, guys.
episode,
S&J Sports Talk, Spotify. Don't forget about that.
Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate all of y'all. We gonna keep going. This has been this has actually kind of been a tough week, but we still get on here just because we this is what we do. We're passionate about what we do. So yeah. S&J Sports Talk. Hope y'all enjoying the NBA playoffs. We're gonna get up out of here. Let y'all enjoy. And leave y'all comments below. Peace, y'all. Peace.